Hey, 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 Amy Plano, the reimbursement dietitian, coming at you today to chat a little bit about marketing your insurance-based practice. So just because you're an insurance-based dietitian does not mean that you are off the hook completely on marketing your practice. As we all know, once we become seasoned and we start seeing insurance-based patients, we start to appear in the directories, and we will automatically get referrals from there. But that's not where we ever want to stop. We want to hustle until our practice is as busy as it possibly can be. Then it's bursting at the seams because we want to be able to hire on another team. But that is a discussion for another video. What I wanted to talk about today is one of the things that I have found has been super helpful when I market my insurance-based practice to MDs, especially locally, is that they love a good free virtual webinar. So the reason why I'm chatting about this is that I actually just recently did one. I specialize in polycystic ovarian syndrome, so PCOS, and I specialize in weight loss for women with PCOS. So I just did a webinar called How to Lose Weight When You Have PCOS. And I sent and made little postcards. I sent those out to all of the providers who refer to us. And number one, they were so ecstatic that I was doing this. So it really created goodwill in the community. Like I said, because I know for us in Connecticut, we can't bill Medicaid for our services. So there's still a lot of patients, even if they send them our way, that we can't service because they don't have the money to see us. So we did a free webinar. I did a free webinar. I had 100+ potential clients on the call. And then literally in the last 2 slides, I delivered killer value, right? So I showed up to serve, not to sell. And then literally in the last 2 slides, I just put 2 quick slides about how to work with my team. Okay. So my whole team specializes in PCOS. We accept all of the insurances, and we really drove that point home. And I had a massive conversion rate just off that free webinar. So our schedules are gangbusters just based on the fact that we did a free webinar. So I had just hired a couple new dietitians, and I really wanted to get them full pretty quickly. And that was a shoe in terms of doing that. So we showed up, we delivered kick-ass value, right? We did a Q&A. I did a webinar that I would probably charge a couple $100 for, but I showed up to serve, not to sell. And then, like I said, there's no way that 90-minute webinar solved all of their problems. And all of these people probably had some type of insurance. So maybe they were Medicaid. We couldn't serve them, but they got the free value. And then the patients who had commercial insurance, literally, I just put a link to our schedule when I sent out the replay as well. And that way they could just go to our website and schedule an appointment from there. So I know a lot of dietitians, I don't know why, but I know a lot of dietitians are really adverse to doing free stuff in an effort to garner more patients for your practice. But literally once a quarter, I do something like this. Next quarter, we'll probably start to look at GI patients, and we'll reach out to some of our referring GI, and we'll do a quick 60-minute webinar on that. And then we'll drive traffic to our website, drive traffic to get the dietitians busy. And once again, just be serving the community at a higher level. So I really want you guys to reconsider if you're not doing and offering complimentary services, because they can be such a push for driving revenue to your practice. Once again, and it creates a ton of goodwill, especially among the people that are referring to you most. So hopefully that helps. I'm Amy Plano, reimbursement dietitian. I help dietitians just like you get credentialed, build the shit out of insurance, and make the money you deserve.